this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
I like it. I think what I say. Do your thing. Mama, look. This is a bone here.
If you stretch it, it's gonna be sore.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. On first and 10, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. First down and much more here for Jones. He's at the 30. And down to the 16-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. From the gun, it's Hurts. Packer pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. A give to Jones. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And he's brought down. 7-7, our score after one. On the sneak, it's Hurts, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Broncos have taken the lead. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for two. Hurts will throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Jones shreds him with fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 125 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 30-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And they can't bring him down. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead. They're going to run forward with Jones. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it.
It's got his man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Broncos. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to go up top again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CeeDee got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
On first down, Hurts being chased out, and he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Hurts. Hurts fumbles it, and the Packers pick it up. Look at the big man rumble. 30. 10. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 5. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of the defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll look to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Broncos. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
And that is caught for the 2 points. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
171 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues. On first down, it's Jones. Room to run past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. They'll run on first down. Jones. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Tanner Muse there defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the left side. Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Now Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Burrow. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow, he'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
4th and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. this one is right down the middle. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, they trail here. They're not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of...
And the Broncos get there and take him down. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Burrow on third down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
On first down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 198 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll go again to Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner, but after a play like that, they might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce.
That?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking. Beautiful throw right there on third down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points, but a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, This offense is knocking on the door now with a 1st and goal at the 1.
Burrow going to keep it himself, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Joe Burrow, his 11th touchdown of the year, and the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. Extra point safely through, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
Broncos 26.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A fairly short kick from the 14, and he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Now a 1st down throw, complete downfield. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Denver.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Escaping the pressure right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Packers pick it up.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games, and I notice you cradling the football. You got to tuck pretty tight with the points of pressure here, and that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Play action. It's Burrow. Rolling to his right. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 33. And they go play action now. Burrow. He'll buy some time right. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They go play action with Burrow. And he fires one incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. And the Broncos once again going for 2. They'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And a ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 19. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bradley Chubb in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Wide open, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Packers. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! A great play there. 52 yards. And the Broncos are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Here we go now as they will again try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 15. Burrow will throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Play action. Here's Hurts. Buying time to his left. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So now the Broncos are going to again go for 2 here. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. 1st down. Here's Burrow. Flush to his right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow on the move to his left. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for Green Bay. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They'll roll him out right. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers get a score closer. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one.
Oh, now I know how you be running that cheesy ass plays you do, man. You and your YouTube ass shit, man.
A touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Broncos. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Broncos tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because they're locked.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to air one out. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. 39 yards. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14 and beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
He's got a man complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Chris Godwin, 78 yards. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, You could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And that is incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But 1st down, Hurts. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's